Hey everybody, welcome back to Pacific Wargaming. Today we'll be continuing with the Battle of France in our German Hearts of Iron 3 Black Ice playthrough. We've pushed as far west as Arras with our panzer divisions. We've conquered Holland, and we're continuing to surround French and Belgian units in northern France and Belgium. So let's get into the game. Alright, so we've had some issues with crashing during autosaves, so let's go in and quickly disable that. And then I'm going to do a manual save just to be extra sure we don't lose this. Alright, so let's look at our disposition. So first, Panzer Army has pushed really deep into France. We've captured the Sedan crossing, as was historical. We have some infantry pushing into line with our panzers, but for the moment it's our mobile forces that have pushed this far west. Let's actually look at Norway real quick. So Norway got a little bit messy. We withdrew the standard infantry corps that we had there for the Western campaign, so we're left in all of Norway with one motorized corps and one mountain corps, which is struggling quite a bit to keep a lid on some amphibious invasions that the Allies have started. So we're going to redeploy a lot of our units here. Bear with me on that. We need our mountain divisions up north. It's more important. Second Panzer is going to head south before they get cut off. Okay, that should do it for Norway. Let's look at what's going on here. So we need to redeploy some of our infantry. It got a little bit messy. So let's push 33rd west, 34th and 5th west. And then 8th Corps is going to head to Namur, and then 9th to Leuven, 10th to Turnholt, and 11th is going to take up Breda. That'll work. And then 12th will go to Roosendaal. And 13th will go to Middelburg. And then 14th Corps will be our Holland garrison. We'll send 70th up to Den Helder to hold the port there, 69th to Amsterdam. That's kind of a funny coincidence. 68th to Rotterdam, and 67th to Rotterdam as well. Okay, infantry gun advance, destroyer advance. 10th Panzer will head straight to Calais. We need to capture those channel ports. Let's see, 8th, 6th. 8th we had going to Abbeville, which is important, but right now we actually just need to focus on heading straight to the channel. 26th, 27th, and 28th will actually go south. We need them down there. And then 31st and 32nd will attack Lille. Okay, so that's our redeployment. Sometimes it's good to kind of pull your head back from your campaign and say, okay, do these units need to be here or do they not? And we had a bunch of infantry getting kind of stacked up in Holland and where they weren't really as useful, and that's why we just did that redeployment. Okay, so Totenkopf is kind of taking the main French counterattack for the moment, and they're not going to be able to hold alone, so let's push 24th and 25th to the south, and then we'll redeploy some more of our holding infantry to the west to take up that slack. I think that'll do. Okay, we're going to need still in the process of formation, 2nd Motorized Corps to continue our northern pincer around Paris. So let's get this attached to 1st Panzer Army. And we'll get them to... Well, actually, we're going to wait till we can attach more divisions. So there's 7th Panzer Grenadier. Let's go ahead and rename it. And then I like to assign commanders with the Battle Expert modifier to Motorized and Panzer divisions, since that helps the combined arms bonus go even further. So Zorn, he has offensive doctrine as well, so we'll give him the 7th Panzer Grenadier. Alright, this is looking good. We'll get 30th to assist on the attack on Reims. 1st Panzer's captured Soissons, so we've got that first river crossing, and we have 2 more to go before we can fully surround Paris on the southeast side, and then we have 2 river crossings on the northwest side. Let's see what we're doing here with our... We'll get STG2 with Stukas to attack Reims. We really need to push them out of that city. Not sure how much that'll actually help, but a lot of their divisions in this city are very low strength, so low organization, so that should help end that battle faster. We've won the Battle of Auxerre, so that means our panzers are only 1 province away now from the English Channel. Okay, sometimes with redeployments, the enemy can get a chance to slip between your divisions. If they capture Leuven, we'll be able to get it back. Alright, so 10th is going to Calais, 9th is going to go to Boulogne, and then 8th will hold Auxerre for the moment. Okay, so the Soviets just annexed the Baltic states. That's what happened historically while the Battle of France was ongoing. They were already basically puppets, now they're just part of the Soviet Union. Let's see, so our Panzer Grenadier redeployment's going okay. And our mountain divisions are pushing into this Molloy Peninsula to try to finish off these divisions here. 3rd Panzer Grenadier is going to head to Bergen. You can see 2nd Panzer Grenadier is heading due south. We're going to need more divisions for Scandinavia, so let's get we do need another Panzer Corps for Barbarossa, and we do need to get started on that because we have about a year and change before we need to be ready with... I'll go over the dispositions for that campaign, but we do need at least an entire 2nd Panzer Army with 2 Panzer Corps in each, so we got at least another 10 Panzer divisions to build, so we need to get started on that. We also need at least 1 more Mountain Corps, and we'll get those thrown in. And then we also want to make sure we're not leaving our submarine queue unattended. We want to always have subs coming out of the production line. So let's actually get 2 more going so that we can replace our losses. And then we'll go 2 long-distance subs too. I want to see how those work. Alright, so we have more subs coming out soon, and our light carriers are almost done, along with the last piece of 2nd Motorized Corps. And then we have a big chunk of radar and industry here that we are going to need, so we'll let that build. Okay, 1st Panzer Corps needs new orders, so we'll get them to head to Chateau Thierry. Our reinforcement infantry divisions have reached St. Menehould, so Totenkopf's not on its own anymore. Reims is being really stubborn, and I need to capture this city. This is taking a bit too long. Let's look at our radio technologies. I want to make sure we're able to reduce the countdown between attacks as much as possible. Radio has something to do with that, and then also command structures. So we want to make sure that our command structures are at our current year or better. So let's get Division HQ up to the top. Okay, so Battle of Reims is basically over. Where's STG-2? They're not taking any losses. It looks like the French Air Force is pretty much down and out. Let's bomb some airfields again though, just to be double sure. KG-2 will go to Neuchâtel, and then KG-3. Let's see, KG-3 will go to Mirecourt, and KG-4 will go to Nancy. And then STG-1, I saw it a second ago. Let's move STG-1 to... Is Cambrai captured yet? Yeah, it wouldn't support our air units anyway. We haven't really captured too many major air bases. Let's get STG-1 to Amsterdam. And then STG-1 can help with the attacks into Belgium proper. Alright, so our final attack on this peninsula worth of Allied Expeditionary Force units is almost done. Yeah, the advance to Narvik's going to take quite a while, so we'll have to just do that concurrently with everything else we're doing. I just hope it's done by June 1941. Okay, Lille's proving to be kind of a tough nut to crack. Let's get our 2 Panzer divisions to support the attack. Tank radio communication, that's good. Okay, now this battle's over. So let's redeploy STG-2, and we'll get 30th and 29th Infantry to prepare an attack on Chalon-sur-Marne. Okay, so the ports are garrisoned now with our motorized infantry. 1st Panzer's heading to Oslo. We'll just put them on trains, actually. Okay, 1st Mountain's going to actually stay in Lillehammer and prepare to advance this direction to keep Sweden hopefully from being cut in two. 2nd Mountain's going to go roughly the same direction. Okay, we've kicked a unit of French infantry out of Boulogne. Looks like we'll be in that territory pretty soon. Alright, let's get 2nd Motorized to head into the breach. We need them to cover the Compiègne, Paris direction. Alright, we've completed our encirclement, so we've reached the English Channel with 9th Panzer under Schall. I'll make sure he gets an award for that. We're getting counterattacked, but that won't succeed. And 10th Panzer is almost in Boulogne as well. '29th Infantry will start attacking south along with 30th, and then 21st or 23rd we'll do the same. 26th through 28th will also attack west toward Paris. So 10th got delayed by doing a defensive posture in Boulogne, but that'll be over soon. Alright, so our infantry's done redeploying. Let's start our attacks. They've had quite enough time to rest. Okay, we've pushed through to Chateau 30 with 1st Panzer Corps. We'll leave 28th Infantry there just to hold this. They'll actually assist with the attack on Châtillon-sur-Marne. Okay, we've made some advance on our small engine aircraft. We still need small aero engine 39. Let's see what else. We got a little lazy with our techs here. Let's turn off these 1942 techs. Carriers, electronics, anti-tank. Alright. Dual purpose A. Carriers, I think that's CAG fighter focus. And then tank communications. Yeah, that'll be enough. Okay, 10th Panzer is able to advance north now. They can't start attacking for another 15 hours or so. We'll get 11th Corps to start attacking Antwerp again. Having some supply issues here. We'll see if we can resolve that. Let's see, where's our transport planes? It's air supply. Transport planes are super useful, so we'll be building more of them prior to the Soviet Union campaign. Okay, we succeeded in the defense of Boulogne, and then the transport planes moved in enough supplies to be able to get 48th through 50th Infantry to begin their attack. We're going to kind of have to hold this corridor for the moment until we can get more motorized divisions in there. And there they are. Okay, there's 8th, 9th, and 10th motorized. Nice. Okay, that'll work. And then 10th. And we'll get them to redeploy to Cambrai to attach to the rest of the corps. Alright, so the British were able to get a Marine division into Calais, unfortunately. But you can see that there's quite a bunch of divisions that are trapped in northern France and Belgium. Yeah, I'm hoping that this Marine division doesn't hold us up for too long. You can see the French are trying to reconnect by cutting us off here. Okay, we'll get 6th Panzer Grenadier and 7th to cover this direction, and we'll be able to move 6th and 7th Panzer north. We'll actually start them on that move. 7th will attack north to Hasnabrook, and then 6th will do the same. Start attaching these units. If they have a command structure to talk to, Corps up through Army and Theater level, they definitely gain supplies faster and also organizational bonuses. So we want to make sure that they're attached to the chain of command. I think that'll work. Alright, what else? Okay, we started construction on our third Panzer Corps, so looks like if we can dedicate an FIC, they'll be done by the end of the year, which is nice. Some should be freed up by completing these ships. Okay, what else is in Calais now? Okay, the French have managed to get a colonial light infantry unit into the city. We've captured Ghent. Let's get our infantry to continue moving to Bruges. We don't want them to have that port as an option to escape. And then 12th Corps will attack due south to cut off Brussels and Antwerp from the channel ports. Looks like they'll be able to start that in 2 hours. These are mostly shattered divisions and headquarters units, so that'll go real fast. Yeah, okay, you can see how fast they're shattering. Look, just the stack is disappearing. That's how fast they're shattering. Alright, so 6th Panzer is almost ready to attack Hazebrook, and then 7th Panzer Grenadier and 6th have taken over the river line. That's good. Hopefully get our infantry to Chatillon-sur-Marne. And then 1st Panzer Corps needs to cross the river as soon as possible. We'll get 26th and 27th to help with their engineers. And the French units across the river aren't even organized fighting units, so we'll be able to cross pretty quick. Okay, the Battle of Ulst is almost done. Okay, there's our small airplane engine, so let's get 1940 close air support and fighters on the tech tree. Okay, I think our air bombing missions are done. I've kind of forgotten about that. It's a little lazy. I haven't taken too much damage, fortunately. KG3. KG4. Yeah, they just don't have any air infrastructure left. So. Alright, so Totenkopf has done its job. It's going to retreat to Reims to regroup. 24th and 25th can hold this territory. Kopang. Okay, the Battle of Malloy has finished. We'll get 5th and 4th Mountain to head to Trondheim. They'll get on trains. And then 3rd Mountain's going to head directly across. Let's see, 2nd Panzer Grenadier can attack south. Okay, we got 2 Panzer divisions in queue now, so we're starting to unlock some of that IC that was being used for other things. What else? Yeah, you can see there's a bunch of units that are trying to escape. We failed to cut them off from the channel ports, unfortunately. I'm hoping that if we can get 7th and 6th Panzer far enough north, we can actually reach Dunkirk before this stack of Belgian and French units does. You can see we have quite a bit of pressure on Calais as well. Not as much progress as I would like, but it's okay. 1st Panzer Corps is going a little slow. They're crossing the river though. Let's see what else. Okay, Ulst has fallen. We'll get this corps to assist with the attack on Brussels. The battle for Chatillon-sur-Marne is done. This is the Marne River right here. Okay, we can start sending 8th Panzer Grenadier into this breach here to hold that line, along with 9th. No, 9th is too low organization, along with 10th. Yeah, they'll just hold on into Cambrai for the moment. And then, actually, Brussels is going to take care of itself. We need to prevent these French units from recapturing Ghent, so we'll attack to the west. Radar for destroyers and frigates, that's good. Let's see. Aviation air search radar, we need that. Electronic computing machine is ahead. Okay, our heavy cruisers don't have any destroyers with them yet, so I'm kind of wary about using them. We'll actually move these reserve divisions down. They're less important to open up some industrial capacity. Kotrick. Alright, so we're pushing them further west, so it looks like Dunkirk might actually be the final territory. That's kind of funny. We'll break off 34th and 35th to head that direction as well. Okay, Totenkopf has recovered just a little bit. Okay, we've established a clean river line now. I need to get more Panzer Grenadier divisions into this corridor. We'll just start 9th moving as well, and 10th. And Antwerp should fall to us any moment now. We have 10 infantry divisions going into the city. Okay, these guys will attack south to assist with that. Okay, we are taking some significant losses. So 44th Infantry is almost out of strength. We'll pull them off. Okay, we've captured Jouar. So let's see, we're just east of Paris now. Alright, what direction? I think we're just going to keep going straight towards Paris, so Melun should be next. Finally won the Battle of Hasnebrook, so we can get our 6th and 7th Panzer closer to Dunkirk. 6th will move to the left slightly. Seventh Panzer will, let's see. We're going to redeploy 7th Corps down south. And then 6th Corps is going to start attacking due south. Okay, 7th Panzer is available. Let's we'll assist with this attack for now. Okay, we've won the Battle of Bruges. Brussels is still holding out. Let's see, how many units do they have here? We have roughly 150,000 infantry men attacking a remaining force of 52,000 in the city. Third Panzer Grenadiers heading west. Second's going to advance to Ringbu. Third will attack Nordberg. Fourth is basically at Trondheim, and fifth is going to head to Namsos. Actually, Steinkjer, I think they'll be less likely to be cut off, just to start the holding action. And then first mountain's ready, so we'll ask them to head to Östersund. Let's see, what else? Okay, Totenkopf is back at a level of organization that is usable, so we'll send them south to Chalons. Actually, I'm gonna check. Oh wow, so Shaanxi actually kicked the Japanese out so badly that this Japanese puppet state, Menjiang, ceased to exist. So this is, it's not going very well for Japan. They've captured most of China proper down here, but it's kind of a really unbalanced advance. They haven't really made any inroads into Inner Mongolia at all, so that's kind of cool. We also sent, as far as I remember, no we didn't. Okay, we're going to redeploy the SSVT division out west as well. We'll attach them to the motorized corps out there. Okay, I'm going to grab some water. I'll be right back. Alright, so when we last left off, we were pushing in to the east of Paris, and then we've finished the cutoff of the Allied units here, and we've cornered them in Dunkirk. This redeployment's taking too long, I'll put them on trains. There we go. Alright, so we're going to start off our Dunkirk attack with infantry attacks from the east. Let's get a sense of their ability to defend here. So they have a lot of very, very understrength and broken divisions. It's possible our infantry corps might be able to do it on its own, but we'll just do it overkill just to be extra safe. We're going to redeploy parts of 9th Corps just to recreate this encirclement of Brussels. Our frontal attacks out here are not really succeeding. I think that's partly because there's a river crossing happening. But yeah, the Belgians are putting up a hugely valiant defense. That's pretty amazing. Mechanical computing machine. This gives us gyro sight and advanced tank optics. That's really important. We're going to give our infantry some money, our industry some money, and let's see. Yeah, gyro sight. Drop tanks we need to add. Gyro sight we need to add. And advanced tank optics is a 42 research. Okay, 10th Panzers made it to Calais. Let's see. So the game models units kind of turning to face an enemy with this envelopment debuff, and if we start attacking after they've deployed to defend on an easterly direction, if we start attacking from all the other directions, they're going to take a massive hit to their combat effectiveness. You can see that's already true. Okay, so they're gaining numbers from these units that are retreating, but they're losing effective units in line. These units are the only units that are actively defending. These units are in reserve, quote unquote, but you can see their strength is already used. And that basically just means that they're in the territory, but they're not helping with the defense. Our motorized units have also almost got into line. We'll start moving 8th Panzer and 9th to Gamraches get a another bridgehead north of Paris. We'll also assist the attack with 12th Corps. Okay, so wow, it's really unbalanced. We're wiping out a lot of units as we speak. As soon as these divisions reach 0 org, it means that they have nowhere to go and they're going to disappear from the game. And we've captured Dunkirk. So I think 10th Panzer might get there fastest. Let's just see. So we're going to start with our infantry redeployment soon. But so far, the French have managed to solidify a bit of a line here, so this is going a little slow. Won the Battle of Dunkirk. Yes, we know. I'm actually going to send our panzers south. They just need to start attacking. We'll also get our motorized divisions to start pushing across the rivers here. You can see the French units are retreating rapidly. Okay, so these probing attacks by our motorized units aren't going that great. That's fine. We are next to Paris now, so let's continue our advance. We only have one more river to cross before we can complete the encirclement. It'll look something like that. We've got to keep pushing infantry behind them to, you know, not let our units get cut off. Let's get our headquarters units further south. Okay, and now we can start redeploying our infantry. So Brussels has not fallen yet still. Let's move. Let's see. We're actually going to wait and let our infantry recover just a bit. I want to finish this battle here. Let's get Air Force ground attack going. We'll just use our Stukas for now. And then I want to get JG7 back from Berlin. I need their assistance on Den Haag. Okay. I need their assistance on that air superiority mission so that our Stukas don't get torn up. Alright, air superiority. Luxembourg is getting bombed, interestingly, so let's get some more AA guns going there. Alright, so we know this corps is staying in Holland, so let's get these guys down to Boulogne. These guys can go to Auxerre, which means that these divisions will fill up this central section. Let's check on Norway. Alright, so this is looking good. 1st Panzer Grenadier. I'm going to also head to Oslo. We may be redeploying them soon. Okay, 4th Mountain. 5th Mountain's going to head north. 4th Mountain's going to capture these territories here. And then 3rd and 2nd will advance straight across to Sweden. First Mountain's made contact. It's a river crossing though, unfortunately, so this is going to go pretty slow. Let's actually Let's actually not attack them, and we'll attack across the river here. Might as well just get behind them. Okay, so the French counterattacks on Saint Menehould have stopped after like almost a straight month. So we'll actually commence an attack with Totenkopf and these two infantry divisions to see if we can capture Saint-Désir. And I think we should be able to, because the French divisions in that area should be pretty weak from trying to force us out of Saint Menehould. We're meeting quite a bit of resistance up north. But we've already crossed over south of Paris. We have panzers about to enter Etampes. What else? These motorized divisions are still redeploying. They're not able to assist with these attacks yet. Looks like our 11th Corps that was able to get back behind Brussels is now assisting with that attack. That should help a lot. Yeah. Yeah, okay, our air attacks are helping too. Where's JG1? JG... Yeah, okay. So they've taken some losses. Let's just do a redeployment for now. I don't want to get them down into the 50% range. It's kind of risky territory. Okay, so we're south of Paris. Hopner and von Mackensen are going to continue on to Versailles, hopefully. Let's get some more infantry attacks going here. I want our southern flank at least secure. Okay, this is going really well. Brussels is down to about 11,000 men on the defending side. We've also gotten a bridgehead at Gamraches, which means that this defensive line here at Amiens is basically irrelevant. Okay, the French are attacking us with some more fresh divisions south of Paris. I don't really expect that to go anywhere either. 9th Panzer is actually already ready, so we'll tell them to go due south. Let's see, 8th will go to due south as well. 6th and 7th will go due south, and 10th will go to Dieppe. Cézanne. Okay, we've captured this part here. I'm not sure what these rivers are named. We did also capture Saint-Désir, which is good. We'll just play it by ear, but we might be continuing further south to the Swiss border, depending on how many divisions we can release for the southern advance. Alright, so first mountain succeeded. I'm not really sure. Looks like they advanced further north. They're trying to get to Sundsvall to cut Sweden in half. I'd rather that didn't happen. Let's see. I think we're a little bit behind on some technologies. Let's go to submarines. Yeah, we're doing well on that. Sonar and detection equipment we definitely need. And then construction. And electronics and artillery. Great. Okay, so we have 1940 spec artillery now. That's good. Let's go check and see what that gives us. 10 centimeter K-17s. Okay, so that's kind of still an old design of artillery from World War I. I'm hoping we'll get a newer variant soon. Okay, these infantry are available, so we'll get them to start assisting this attack. You can see the difference all those engineers make. 6th and 7th Panzer Grenadier are still struggle busing, but they're at least holding these divisions online. We've won the Battle of Versailles, so we're now behind Paris. We'll move 33rd Infantry further forward so we can get 5th Panzer south of the river. We've won the Battle of Brussels. Okay, so that is the longest battle we've had to fight so far. That took a month and almost 10 days. So Brussels is probably pretty wrecked. You can see the industrial capacities damaged significantly. Infrastructure is strangely and fortunately for us intact, and the air base is intact. So let's see, what corps is this? This is the 12th Corps. 11th Corps needs to head to Arras. And then 10th Corps will head to Saint-Quentin. And then 9th Corps should be the last one. We'll head to Chateau Thierry. And then 8th Corps will go to Jouarre. And that'll allow 7th Corps to start attacking more southwest. Continue our river crossings down here. Okay, we have a significant penetration here now. The battle for Dieppe hasn't started. I guess that's 10th Panzer that's going to be doing that. Hydrophone. Small warship surface radar and air search radar. That's important. Let's get those to the top. And then I'd also like to... We're not going to need frigates so much. Those are really useful for defending convoys. We don't really have convoys, but I do want to get torpedo class torpedo boat. Actually, sorry. I don't think these scale very well between destroyers and motor torpedo boats. I want to get motor torpedo boats higher up. Those are really useful for the French coast as a convoy rating and kind of nuisance rating ship. Okay, Belgium is officially conquered. They've capitulated. In Europe anyway. They still have Belgian Congo, which should mean that their capital has moved to Elizabethville down here. Okay, so our units in Saint-Desire are continuing to be the main attractant of French counterattacks. It's kind of interesting because it's really not strategically important. Okay, 5th, I feel ready. I think 5th Panzer can cross the river now. Okay, we've captured Versailles. And then these guys, this is a harder, larger area to kind of complete that encirclement, so we're going to move directly north to Vernon with 1st and 2nd. And then 3rd Panzer will head to Versailles to cover that. And then our panzers from 2nd Panzer Corps advancing south will complete that encirclement. So Paris is now mostly surrounded if we can capture Vernon. Let's actually get... Let's see, how far away can these guys reach? We're going to get 1st and 2nd KG to start logistically bombing Vernon to make it harder for enemy units to escape. And then I'm going to get 3rd and 4th to logistical bomb this area here. Let's see. Kind of roughly like that. And the units themselves will just decide what territory gets each attack. Looks like they're focusing on Bar-sur-Aube first. And then 1st and 2nd KG have started bombing Vernon, so that'll slow down the retreating units here. And then we'll get 9th and 8th Panzer to assist with this attack here. Okay, we've captured Neufchâtel and Bray. And we've also finished our capture of Abbeville. So 10th and 9th Panzer Grenadier will go due south. Let's get our infantry into the action. Okay, 9th Panzer can assist in 3 hours. That should help a lot. Okay, that's enough logistical bombing. I don't want to destroy all of the infrastructure because then it'll be hard for our own units to move. So where's KG2? Okay. So they'll head back to Castle. And then 3rd, let's see. Yeah, they're starting with this territory first. 3rd and 4th can keep doing what they're doing. Okay, so there are quite a bit of enemy units escaping through Vernon. There's still a lot in Paris, though, and keep in mind this is the French capital, so units that shatter will go straight back to Paris, or at least the cadre that would reform that division. So we're doing okay. Let's get 9th Corps to start attacking Compagnie, and then let's see, that's 8th Corps will attack Meaux. And then these two, the parts of Army Group, or not Army Group, Army Corps, 7th Army Corps will go straight south still. Okay, I didn't notice that our infantry had caught up in the Dieppe attack, so let's get them to assist 10th Panzer. The 1st Royal Marines are in Dieppe, so we'll hopefully be able to kick them out pretty fast. Alright, let's see what else. Okay, we've finished this engagement, so let's get 6th and 7th to head to Rouen. And 8th, actually. Oh, we've caught the British Expeditionary Force headquarters unit under Lord Gort in Rouen, so hopefully we can shatter them. Okay, we're continuing to brush off counterattacks on Versailles. Okay, 21st and 22nd are going to assist with the attack on Bar-sur-Aube, but Totenkopf is going to attack Neufchâtel. And then you can see the French units on the frontier are thinning out pretty much completely, so we're going to take Verdun since it's left open for us. And we'll start our attack on Longuyon again. And then we'll get KG 1 and 2 to help with that bombing. Let's see where we're at in Norway. Okay, 1st Mountain's going to cut off this French infantry unit here. 4th will head north, 5th will head north, 2nd and 3rd. That should do it. we'll get, let's see. It feels weird not using these panzer divisions, but I don't have any garrison divisions to hold those ports yet, and I'd rather the British didn't get another amphibious invasion off. Okay, we've captured Dieppe. We'll continue to Le Havre. We don't want to give them any time to recuperate. Self-propelled artillery brigade done, and then the submarine hull advance. That's really good. Let's check on our submarines. Submarine engine's almost done, and then we're going to want to start training the 1941 submarine techs relatively soon. Could also use better transport ships. Let's train anti-air cruiser, and we'll update some of these. Also check on our carrier techs. I don't know where we're at with that. Actually, we're doing okay. We need to train CAG bomber focus, though. We're doing okay on that. Let's move this to the top. So we might actually be able to get an encirclement further west at Evreux completed faster, so we'll send 2nd Panzer that direction, and all along with 3rd, and we'll spread out our line a little bit down here. And whatever this division is really putting up a fight. Yeah, but they're about to crack. Alright, let's send these guys south. There's a good amount of, there's 109,000 men here. Let's just get a probing attack together on Paris soon so I can see how many guys are in Paris. What is going on with Italy? Usually they attack France by now. Possible that we haven't reached far enough to trigger that yet in France. Okay, 29th and 30th will attack Troyes. We've captured Verdun, so we'll use these infantry to capture or to assist the attack from the rear. That should change that equation quite a bit. Our bombers aren't really taking any losses. So we'll start infantry attacks on Paris proper pretty soon here. Alright, we've captured Dreux, which means we can try to complete our Evreux attack here. And then it won't matter about capturing Vernon. Okay, some Paris units are attacking Versailles to try to break out. Alright, so there's 90,000 men in Paris, not as many as I thought. So they'll actually start that attack. Okay, our infantry advance to the south is pretty slow. It's fine. Where's, let's see, STG-1. About STG-2. We'll get them to assist here too. So we're going to have a lot of units converging. Okay, so the British are landing more divisions. That's fine. Let's see. We just don't want it to go completely uncontested. So it looks like 4th Mountain will get into this territory called Hell, interestingly enough, before the amphibious invasion can complete. Okay, 1st Mountain has prevented this part of Sweden from being cut off anyway, which is good. They have to get to that airbase though. Okay, so the British were trying to land the 14th Royal Marine. Okay, Paris should fall soon. And then we're going to do another redeployment. We'll keep 1st Panzer headed west. And we'll start attacking west with both Panzer Corps, actually. Our infantry will have to catch up. So victory point-wise, we're low on the French side of things, but we're about to capture 2 in Troyes. We're about to capture 30 in Paris, 2 in Orléans, 2 in Blois, 2 in Le Havre. We've already captured 1 in Dieppe. And Caen is worth 2, and then Cherbourg is worth 2. So the French are going to capitulate pretty rapidly once we capture the victory points in this area. But Paris makes a huge difference. Let's see, KG3 is taking some losses. I'm going to send them back. And KG4 is hurting, so we'll actually tell them to stop for now. Meanwhile, Longuyon is holding on still. We've captured Le Havre. And then 9th, 6th, 8th, and 7th will keep advancing west. So we pretty much have pressure on the French from Longuyon all the way to the coast, so they're going to have trouble maintaining that at all, really. Won the Battle of Neuchâtel, okay. So Totenkopf, depending on what's happening here, might just beeline for the Swiss border. I'm not sure yet. Let's see how our production's going. Alright guys, so I was hoping to finish the French campaign in this video, but it looks like we're going to need one more video to do it. We have completed the encirclement and destruction of all Allied units in Belgium with our capture of Boulogne and then Dunkirk and Calais. And we've now pushed down into France proper. That was called Case Red in World War II, or Fall Rot, I guess, in German. And we've surrounded Paris. We're slowly destroying the units that are there, and our panzer units are fanning out into western France to hopefully force them to capitulate, along with our infantry units. So I'll continue with that in the next video, and thank you for watching. And as always, if you liked this video, hit the like button. I'll see you next time.